If you're in need of MUT coins, we got you covered. Head down to my sponsor, AOEAH.com, for the cheapest, fastest, and most reliable MUT coins in the game. Don't forget to use discount code CAM for an additional 3% off. Link is in the description. All right, boys, so we are here in the Bucs offensive playbook, and the first formation that we're going to be going over today is bunch halfback stretch. Now, we're going to do this ebook series a little bit different than we've done our other ones. I'm going to show you guys exactly how I'm setting my audibles, and I'm going to show you my favorite setups for my favorite plays against certain coverages. I'm not going to go over every play against every coverage like I have in previous ebooks because I feel like that just takes too much time, and we're getting towards the end of the year in Madden. So I want you to be able to freestyle how you like out of these formations, audible around however you so choose, and I want to give you my very favorite setups against certain coverages. So we're going to set our audibles just like this: buck drive, inside zone, vertical is wide trail. Now the two run plays in this formation are the inside zone and the halfback draw. I'm not going to go over those. They're basic run plays, but you can mix them in how you feel needed. The first play we're going to go over, and probably the best play out of this formation, is going to be wide trail. Now, against a heavy man blitz, all I want to do here is block my running back, and all we're going to do is make our reads. I'm going to go ahead and take a sack. We're going to hop into instant replay, and I'm going to show you guys the read progressions. So, my very first read on this play is going to be the corner route. If the corner route is there, we're going to take that pretty much every single time. We're going to then look back down to the drag and the trail route combination. We see they're both wide open. These are great man-beating routes. Also, if you do choose to send the running back out on a route, you can put them on like a delay and flat release and maybe look for the post over the top. We see the post was going to win, but there's an inside third there since I blocked the running back. The guy made up to the running back went out on an inside third. So the post is not going to be there over the top. One more setup for this play against man coverage is to put that post on a C route and go ahead and snap the ball. And then C routes are going to beat man coverage most of the time. We, of course, threw a pick right there. The corner route was not as open as I would like it to be. But, again, if you guys see C routes winning, that should always be your first read against man coverage. C route was wide open. We would have been able to freeform that over the top for a nice easy dot. The drag and the trail route were both wide open as well. Great man beating routes. The corner route didn't win quite like I would like it to. But it did get a little bit of separation with a little bit of a better pass lead. We could have got that open there. So that is exactly how I'm going to set up wide trail against man coverage. Let's go ahead and hop into our next setup from wide trail against zone coverage. Alright, so against zone coverage, the only thing I'm going to do to set this play up is go ahead and put circle on a streak. We can block our running back or leave him on that route, and we're going to snap the ball. We are going up against a cover 3 right here, and really we're going to be looking for this angle route over the middle or this corner route deep down the field. The streak is going to do a great job clearing out any kind of zone, any kind of deep zone, and give us a chance to throw that corner route on the sideline. And this trail route is always going to do a great job attacking the middle of the field and really making their user choose whether they want to guard that corner route or the trail route. Even if it's manned up, it's going to absolutely fry man coverage. So this is a great play against both man and zone coverage. One other little wrinkle I can show you is that if we can buy enough time in the pocket, what we can do is we can motion CeeDee Lamb over, block our running back, and if I can buy enough time, this will be a cover 3 beater over the top. It's really just a matter of buying enough time in the pocket. We were able to right there, and we are able to find Randy Moss in the back of the end zone for a one-play touchdown. Now that's going to be my favorite setups against zone coverage. One other thing you can do is go ahead and put your running back on a flat route, and that's going to be a nice little flood concept, just high-low to that right sideline. You choose between the flat. If they're playing hard flats, then you will hit the corner out. If they're not playing hard flats, then you will hit the flat to the running back. Of course, we have the post over the middle. If we time it just right, we can find that right in the middle of the field in the soft spot of zones. And then, of course, we have the motion over for the one-play touchdown against a cover 3. So same play right here against a cover 4. And really the same thing we're going to do against a cover 3 we're going to do against a cover 4. Nice little flood concept to that right sideline. Going to clear out any kind of deep zone, let us throw underneath of it. We also have the flat route to the running back, and with the cover 4, if they are sending 4 people, the middle of the field is going to be more wide open, so that's going to give us a better chance to throw that angle route late over the middle. We also have this post, if we can time it just perfectly, that got picked off right there. But you can hit that post. It's a really skinny post route. It really breaks shallow over the middle of the field. So if you have any kind of zone or if any kind of any kind of deep clear out like a streak, you can motion your running back over and put him on a streak just like that to clear out the middle of the field and hopefully hit that post late, just like so. Bada boom, bada bing. That's how I like to attack cover 4, not match, against this specific tile defense. Just drop cover 4. This is how I like to attack it with this play. And against match coverage, the really cool thing about this formation is that we have 3 receivers to one side of the field plus a running back. That's going to make 4 receiving threats to one side of the field. And what that's going to do is even when match is on, match is not going to play match coverage. Now what that means is it's just going to play drop zone. We see nothing is matching right here. I did turn match on. But since we have 4 receiving threats to one side of the field, we're never ever going to get matched out of this formation. That's what's really, really cool about this formation is if you don't like dealing with match coverage, you can sit in this formation all day and never have to worry about it. The way that Madden works is there are 3 receiving threats plus a running back or 4 receiving threats to one side of the field. They're never going to match. Now, if we motion CD Lamb over, we're going to have a little bit of a different story right here. We're going to see everything is going to match on. We see everything gets matched and played way better. I can hop in instant replay right here and show you. But as long as we don't motion over or do anything like that, the match is not going to play match coverage. So we see that this post route clearly gets matched by this outside quarter. The angle route gets matched by the vert hook right here. The corner route gets matched by the inside quarter. And we have the deep outside quarter to bracket. Plus the running back flat is going to get matched by this seam flat right here. So if you guys don't like dealing with match coverage, I would recommend not using any kind of motion out of this formation. And if you do want to beat match coverage, I can show you guys a motion that's going to help you beat that in a specific way here in just a minute when we hop into our next setup. So the next play that we're going to go over is Bucks Flood. And Bucks Flood is one of those plays that's going to do a great job at attacking man coverage, especially those heavy man blitzes. We're going to go ahead and put Randy on a C route right here. And really, we're going to look for either one of these C routes deep down the field. Now the cool thing about this is that this C route by CD Lamb right here, if you can time it right, you can actually throw it early and rack it upfield just like that. It gets really, really good inside leverage. Sometimes it'll win really heavy to the outside, but not all the time. We want to go ahead and block our running back. We see it wins early. It doesn't win late, but it does give us a chance to click on ag right there. Of course, we always do have the flat route to the tight end. If we throw it really quick, that is always a really, really good man beater. Especially out of bunch formations, the quick flat to the tight end is really, really hard to guard unless you're in shaded down man coverage. And lastly, we always have the C route to the solo side receiver, which is going to do a great job at beating man coverage. That was not the best throw right there, but C routes typically will win pretty well against man coverage to the solo side. So same play, Bucks Flood against zone coverage, and really all you have to do here against any kind of zone is snap the ball. And we're really just going to wait for this C route from CD on the sideline. Now, obviously, they got picked off. The flat was wide open. You always want to look to your flat as your very first read. If flat's open, definitely take it. Right here, obviously, we have the flat to Tony G. We could throw that all day long because that seam flat is playing very, very deep down the field. Now, if they do play hard flats like this, then we're going to have that C route from CD on the sideline really deep. It just takes a little bit longer to develop. Also, we have that backside dig kind of route from the solo side, and if the user is in the middle of the field, say the user takes away CD Lamb's route right here, then we can wait for that backside dig, and that's going to do a really good job at flooding the middle of the field. Go ahead and get down right there so we do not get hit sticked. Alright, so the next play we're going to get into is Bucks Drive, and I really do like this play quite a bit. The thing about this play is sometimes when zones press, what will happen right here is Randy Moss will get wide open deep down the field. We see right there that he did get past that outside third. For whatever reason, they just don't play it the way that they should. So let's go ahead and see when they don't press. Obviously, we have the checkdowns. But when they do press, it's a completely different story. Just for the sake of this video, let's go ahead and spy our pass rush. And I can show you guys that we're going to be able to hit Randy Moss here really, really deep down the field. We just have to have a good enough free form. And of course, we were not able to hit that free form right there. One thing that can help with this is a little bit of a motion over. So I like to keep that wheel route and go ahead and put Calvin or CD on a wheel as well. We can motion Tony G over right here if they are playing any kind of press zone. That way we have that wheel route deep down the right sideline, and we also are looking for Randy deep down the left sideline. Now we see with a good free form, we would be able to complete that pass. They do have deep out zone KO right there, so that is something to be wary of. But in general, it's going to get behind that deep zone right there. And I can show you guys this flood concept to the right side of the field with this wheel route and this streak to clear it out. Really just what we want to do is wait for this down the sideline, and we're able to hit that for a nice easy chunk gain. Wheel routes down the sideline with a streak to clear them out are one of the most underrated route combos in this game. So the last play we're going to be going over is verticals. And verticals, I'm sure you guys have seen a million times. Against man coverage, we can quick throw these wheel routes and hit the outside really fast. It's going to work better to the wide side of the field. So if we go ahead and switch hashes right here, we have a little bit more room to run and maybe break that outside. Let's see if we can show that right here. And if we can get around this guy, we could take that all the way to the crib with CeeDee Lamb. Now the only way they're going to be able to take that away is if they shade their man coverage underneath. And if they do shade their man coverage underneath, then we're going to be able to hit one of our short out elites for a one-play touchdown over the top. Obviously, I overthrew that right there. But like I said, against man coverage, if they shade down, short out elite's going to fire, and we should be able to just go ahead and throw the streak for a nice, easy one-play touchdown right there. And if they don't shade down, we're going to be able to throw that wheel route to the sideline pretty much every single time. And the same thing with cover 3 or cover 4. Cover 3 right here, this is not shaded down, and we can throw this wheel route to the sideline just real quick. Unless they have a really, really shallow flat right there, we're going to be able to throw that to the sideline pretty much every single time. And the thing about cover 3 is if they do shade their coverage down, then they have to choose between this crosser and this wheel route from Tony G. The wheel route's there and the crosser's there. Obviously, there's no user on the field, so they're not taking away either one of those routes. But this is just a really hard play to guard in general against man or zone coverage. One other thing you can do is put your solo side receiver on a C route against man coverage, and right there he is obviously agging him. The C route's not winning exactly like I wanted to, but verticals is one of the best plays in the game every year for a number of different reasons. And against match coverage, this is probably the best play in the game, and we'll get into exactly why right now. Alright, so we went ahead and went to our coaching settings, and we turned match on again. And verticals against match coverage, we're going to go ahead and come out and cover 4 quarters right here. Obviously, I showed you guys with 4 receiving threats to one side of the field. Match is not going to play match right here. So we can just make our quick, easy reads like we would against any kind of zone coverage if we just snap this ball regular and we don't have to worry about the match. But if you are worried about the match, what you can do is go ahead and motion your running back over. You can put him on a route, you can block him, it really doesn't matter. But all we have to do from there is streak CeeDee Lamb. And this is going to be a one-play touchdown against match coverage. Pretty universally, he got bumped right there, so it didn't play quite the same. But generally, against match, as long as you have any kind of vertical play and streak this outside wheel, especially if they press, we're going to have a one-play touchdown pretty much every single time. We see he just beats him way over the top right here. Super, super easy touchdown in the back of the end zone if we can get a good enough pass lead. Match coverage really isn't super hard to beat in this game. I can give you actually one more setup that you can use in bunch sets to beat match coverage, just not verticals. And the way we're going to do that is we can block our running back right here, but we're actually going to go ahead and put Tony on a streak. We're going to put Calvin on a corner route. We're going to put Randy on a C route. We're going to put CD on a slant, and we're going to go ahead and motion this slant out and snap it before he hits the numbers. Going to go ahead and snap that right there. And really, really easy throw to the sideline right there. So if they are playing match, any kind of bunch set, that is going to be a match beater. It doesn't work quite the same out of this formation because, like I said, 4 receiving threats to one side of the field, match gets canceled. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Make sure you're notified for all incoming Madden 23 content from your boy. This is only part 1 of our Bucks offensive ebook. We're going to be going over part 2, 3, and 4, hopefully this week on the channel. I'm going to try to make these a little bit quicker, a little bit more concise, jam as much knowledge in there as I can, so hopefully you guys can start dominating online like I have with this ebook. Like I said, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you stick around for part 2. It's your boy Killer Cam Fran. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.